Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton and you're watching ACtv.
Hey, this is Scott Miller with Artist Connection. I'm here with Blake Shelton. A couple questions. First off, seeing it's the third day of the tournament, who's your team?
Man, I'm from Oklahoma, so I guess I've got two teams still in there right now. But
Any particular favorite, or?
I don't know crap about basketball, to be honest with you. But I do know that they're in there, so I'm proud of them.
All right, fair enough. What's your favorite venue out of all the places you played?
Oh man, most of them I don't remember because by the end of the night it's just a blur, and I'm normally so drunk I can't stand up. So no, I would say I still love the bars. I mean, that's how I got excited about playing to begin with. You know, is playing the bars, and something like this is, you know, I sound stupid, I know, saying something like that when we're coming here and playing arena or something, but it's still, you know, at a bar there's really there's no rules there still. You know what I mean? When you've had a few hits and you've got a crowd in there, you can pretty much get away with anything, and you know, you can kind of you know, set the pace, and nobody's going to come and tell you, hey man, you're getting into, you know, union time here or something. I mean, you just go for it until the police come, you know. So that's still fun to me.
So I hear you're going to be opening up for George Strait.
Doing I think 14 shows with George Strait this summer, which, you know, it'd be nice to get to the point where when you do a tour, it's only 14 freaking shows.
Yeah.
You know, that's got to be unbelievable. But he asked me to come out and do the tour with him, and my God, we jumped on it. I mean, it's an opportunity of a lifetime for me.
So the new Cowboy Stadium, you pretty pumped about playing in there?
So it's a big deal, I know, and you know, I'm sure when it gets here, I'm going to be nervous, and I've got a lot of friends and family that I didn't know about coming out of the woodwork all of a sudden for this Dallas Stadium show.
Isn't that funny how it works?
Uh-huh.
On this tour, what's your favorite song to play on stage, or do you even have a favorite? Is there such thing as a favorite, or?
Oh yeah, definitely, and there's such thing as my least favorites too. I mean, you know, after a while, you know, you get to the point when it's like, oh man, because you got to do, you know, your hits, and you know, I've been doing Austin now, which was our first single for I think 126 years now, it feels like, and you know, I wouldn't mind skipping a few times, but there's no way I could get away with that. I know that's the song that got me here, but I think right now my favorite song to play is "She Wouldn't Be Gone." It's just so full of energy, and sorry, you know, most recent big record, so it's a treat to see that reaction from the crowd and feed off that energy.
Nice.
And boobs.
Can't be boobs.
Yeah.
So word on the street is you play your guitar pretty hard. Is that true? Is that a fair statement?
I would say, you know, I'm by no stretch of the imagination am I, you know, what I say a technically good acoustic guitar player, but I mean, you know, when you hear it, it's me. You know, I've been lucky enough to do quite a bit of acoustic work on my records. I'm doing all the acoustic stuff on Home, and Some Beach is me, and it's something that I enjoy. I have to work hard at it, but it's more satisfying when a single is on the radio and it's not just me singing. I can hear myself playing along too, you know, and so to get back to your question, I play really hard, and it's obvious to me when I hear it on one of those records. It's like, man, is that guy mad or something playing acoustic back there? That's just how I play. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I've always been so insecure about my guitar playing that I just beat the hell out of it when I'm up there.
I only had to say that because he was telling that earlier, and yeah. He was just giving you hell about it.
That will come out of his paycheck this week.
Awesome.
He's not even supposed to talk.
Yeah, what do you think about country these days? It's changed, it's evolved so far. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, I think music has to evolve, you know, to stay popular. I mean, no kids want to listen to what their parents listen to, you know, and I think for the most part, country artists have done a good job of keeping it moving, you know, and always finding a new way to present a song, and you know, definitely if you listen to country now, if you compare it to the country music of you know, the 1960s and then the 70s and 80s, you know, it's so much different than it was then. But by the same token, in the 80s, it was way different than it was in the 70s. So that's why country music has remained you know, a popular genre through the years, I think. But if you look back, you know, in the 1980s, there was maybe two, three artists that could play a venue like this size and fill it up. And then in the 90s with Garth and Clint Black and some of those people, there was you know, 7 or 8 artists that could fill up a venue like this. And now in country music, there's probably 15 artists that can play venues this size, and people come out. You know, we just it's a good time for country, no doubt. And you know, it seems like when things are tough, you know, with the economy and things, country music becomes once again the music that people can relate to, and there's always a story that seems like it goes along with their life, and they gravitate towards country music and the liquor store.
And tobacco.
That's right, and you and I, we know we're drunk right now as we do this interview.
Not sober.
But you know, it's a good time. You know, I couldn't have picked a better time to have been born and do what I'm doing, because I think we're at the top of the mountain right now.
All right. Favorite Spinal Tap moment while on tour? Just crazy stuff that happens. Any stories?
Oh, there's a lot of stories. But I have a girlfriend, and if she heard that part, probably wouldn't have a girlfriend anymore, or nuts. So you know, there's always something crazy going on, but we try to keep that stuff under wraps. And even though I like you, and we are drunk and high right now, you're not going to get me to talk about stuff.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
This is a guitar that I bought about, hell, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and I couldn't find a guitar, an electric, that I like how it looked, and I don't mind saying that, you know, they're all getting where they look the same, and so I took off the pick guard here and gave it to my girlfriend Miranda, and asked her to paint it for me, something she thought I'd like, and so she gave it back, and she put the camouflage on there because she knows I love to hunt, and I've been playing it, and it stayed. You know, I just knew it was gonna flake off after she did that, and it stayed on there. It's been there for 4 or 5 years now, and so this has become my signature electric guitar. I'm not sure what the brand is, but oh, it's a Fender, but this has become my electric that I play out here on the road. And Doctor, if you could.
Oh yes.
Oh no, wait a minute. Okay. All right, take that, buddy. Then this is I've used Takamini's as long as I've used Dean Markley stuff. Once every 2 or 3 shows out here.
Every other show.
Every other show we change them, just because if I was to break a string, I would probably then break this guitar over his head. But at the house, I have my guitars at the house. I have Alchemies on there, and seriously, for you know, writing and things, I use them for a year, and I can't tell the difference. So I love them. But I can remember we were roommates way back in the day, and I would have these packages laying all over the floor of my house, along with half empty beer cans and spit cups that he left laying around. So I'll never forget this package cover right here. But just bragging on how talented you are, buddy. Yeah.
Awesome.
That work?
Yeah. Hey.
Cool.